Hi everyone. In today's session, we will cover one topic related to extend reports. So our topic is how to use. Let me maximize it. So our today's topic is how to use extend reports in Selenium project with the multiple TestNG classes. If you remember in the last session, we have covered how to use extend reports 5 in Selenium to generate HTML reports. Okay, so in that video, somebody just commented on that. Somebody wants to know how to use extend reports in multiple classes. So let's have a look. What is the question exactly? So this is the video, guys. How to generate extend reports version 5 in Selenium WebDriver tutorial. So in this video we have covered about how to use extend reports for Selenium WebDriver test cases using TestNG, and how to find and configure Maven dependency for extend reports version 5. If you are not aware about how to use extend report and how to configure Maven dependency for extend report, please watch this video. I will put the link in the description box. Okay, how to generate extend reports version 5 in Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so now in this video, somebody make some comment. Let me check. Okay, Arun Kumar. Uh, Thanks a lot. Thanks Arun for watching this video and asking this question. Now his question is, try to help us by trying to do the same with the multiple classes. Okay, in this demo we have covered how to use extend reports with only single test class. Okay, now we will configure extend report to use the extend report with the multiple classes. Okay, so let me open Eclipse. So let me launch it. So I'm having one Selenium project here. So in this I'm having one pom.xml file. Let me show you. I'm having that dependency, control M. Okay, let me search extent. So this is the extend report dependency for Maven project. Group ID is com.event-stack. Artifact ID is extend reports, and version is 5.0.6. And if you want to search from internet, you can just search here dependency Maven dependency extend reports. Okay, so you can just click on this link and you can just copy the version from here. Okay, if you want to get the latest version, just click on here. Yeah, this is the 5.0.8 latest version. Okay, so this is already configured in last video, so we will pursue with the question like how to use extender posts with the multiple classes. So we are having a POM dependency added. So if you are not having that, you can watch my previous video. Now let's switch to the configuration part and how to use that. So let me open test scripts folder. This is test scripts folder. uh, right now my test script folder is empty. Okay, so let me create one new class here, test cases class 1, and let me one more class, test cases class 2. In the last video we have seen that for extend reports we need following things. One is extend reports class, and second is extend Spark reporter. So we need to set up these things. Okay, so let me so I created two classes, test case class 1. In this class we will keep the test cases, and test case class 2. In this class we will also keep the test cases. So I'm creating multiple classes for test cases so that we can cover that use case. Now if you want to achieve that use case, you have to use extender posts in multiple classes. So I suggest you should create some common class, that is setup class. In that class you can define before suite and after suite. I hope you guys know that, like, there are some TestNG annotations before suite and after suite. Okay, so these are common for your whole project, and before suite will be executed uh, at the start of your project execution. Okay, so if you're not having idea about before suite and after suite, please explore these annotations first. Okay, so I suggest we should create some setup class in our project. Okay, in that setup class we will create these objects: extender ports and extender spark reporter, and then we will extend that class into our test classes. So let me show you a practical demo. So in this test scripts folder we are having two classes: test case class 1, test case class 2. In these classes we will keep the test cases only. Now we will create one class here, another class here, new class, and we will name it as base setup. So in this class base setup we will not create any test cases. In this we will not use these annotations here, test annotations. Okay, so we will just create sorry in this base setup class we will just create before suite and after suite annotations. So we'll name these methods as setup, and we will cover after suite. Okay, so in base setup we will just configure extender port, and we will, if we are using WebDriver, you can configure your WebDriver direct in base setup, and you can keep your test cases in these test case classes. You can name it as any name. Okay, let me name it as login. So let's suppose we are having one class with login scenarios and one class with logout scenarios. Okay, and this is base setup class. Now in the base setup class we will configure extender port. As I mentioned, we need two extender port objects. Okay, one is extender ports, we will name as extend. Okay, we will make it as public static, and second thing we need is public static extend spark reporter, and we will name as reporter. If you want to explore like what is extender pose and what is extender spark reporter, why we need these two different objects, please watch the previous video how to generate extender ports in Selenium using extender port 5 version. Okay, so in this base setup we created one extender ports object, and second is extender spark reporter. Now in the before suite annotation we need to initialize these. Okay, so let me initialize these. Extend is equal to new extender post, and extend reporter is equal to new extend spark reporter. Here you can pass the file name. I will just pass report.html file. So this is your output file name. Okay, final output file name. Now we are done with creating object of extender post and extender spark reporter. Now we have to attach this reporter to extend dot attach reporter. Okay, pass this name reporter. So we are done with the configuration of extender reporter. Okay, so let me switch to test cases. Now we have created one base setup class, in this class we are having before switch and after switch annotations plus two objects, static extender pose and static extender spark reporter. And if you are working on Selenium WebDriver, you can do the same thing in this class. If you are using WebDriver, you can just use public static WebDriver driver, and in this setup you can just create driver object here. Driver is equal to new Chrome driver. Okay, so you can just do like that. Okay, let me use Chrome browser for that. Go setup. So driver is initialized. Let me set the properties. Now we are done with the configuration of extender reporter. We create extender objects reporter, and we have to add the reporter. Now comes the script part. Okay, so as I mentioned, we created two classes, login class and logout class. In login class we will have login scenarios, and the logout class we will have logout scenarios. Okay, so let's create scenarios here. So we will create @test annotation, name as public void test case 1 login. Okay, so in this demo I'm not creating any WebDriver project. Okay, I'm not launching any browser, I'm not performing any login. That is already covered in a proper series, how to use WebDriver project. I'm just creating extender porter object in this demo, and I'm just consuming that extender port in different classes of TestNG. So in this test scenario, we need to create one extended test. Okay, before that we need to extend this base test class that we created. In that class we have before switch and after switch methods, so we need to extend this base setup class in logins class. So just switch to login class and right here extends and type base setup. Okay, so now in this test case we can use extend test and name as test. Let me maximize it, is equal to extend. Have a look, second option is extend. Okay, this extend is from base setup class. Let me show you. So in base setup we are having one extend object here. Okay, so now this extend can be accessible in this login class. We will use extend second option and dot start test, create test, and name as login test case 1. Okay, now we can add logs here, test.log. Okay, you can pass status dot info. So about how to use test.log, info, pass, fail, skip, that is already covered in the previous video. Okay, if you want to explore, please watch the previous video. So I'm just passing here inside this method. Okay, I'm just passing this method test dot pass. Okay, we are having one test case in this class. Now if you want, you can have one more test case here. Let me add one more test and public void login test case 2. And again we will use the same thing, extend test is equal to, we will use just this extend. Okay, extend dot create test, name as login test case 2. Now we will use test.log status You can pass error if you want, or test dot fail. Okay, you can pass any status. If you want pass info, pass, skip, you can pass anything. Like let me pass info only. I will pass inside this method. And we can fill this scenario for demo purpose. Okay, fail. So now we are having two scenarios in login class. Similarly, we will create two scenarios in logout class. So let me switch to logout class. And similarly, like we did in login class, we extend base setup class. This one we will do the same in logout. Extends base setup. Okay, now let me create scenarios here. Test public void name as logout test case 1. Again the same way we will create extend test here. Extend test is equal to extend dot create test and pass the name as logout test case 1. In the login file we were having login test case 1, test case 2. Now we are in login file, so we are having test case 1 of logout. Okay, and we'll use test.info. Sorry, test.log, or you can directly use test.info also, status, and you can pass info here inside method and pass this method name, and you can just test.pass pass. Okay, now we will create one more test case in this class so that we can fail the test case. Test public void logout test case 2, and we will again create extend test is equal to extend dot create test name as logout test case 2. Now we're going to use test dot log status dot info, and in this pass we can pass inside method. Just copy this method name and use test.pass. We can fail this test case, okay, for demo purpose. Now in logout we are having two test cases, test case 1, test case 2. We are passing test case 1 and we are failing test case 2. Similarly in login class we are having test case 1 and login test case 2. We are passing login test case 1 and we are failing test case 2. Now similarly, if you want to add more classes like home page, creation, or some other functionalities in your application, you can create n number of files in this folder or anywhere in your project. Okay, now the thing is you can create one setup class in your project or solution, and you can create these static objects in your setup class, like static extend reports and static extend spark reporter. And in the before suite, because before suite is executed only once in your complete execution. Okay, so in before suite you can initialize these extend and reporter things, and once you extend this setup class in your test script class, okay, then you can use this extend object here. Now we are extending this setup class in our test case class. Okay, there is one warning or limitation I can suggest. please don't put any test annotation in your setup file here. Okay, if you are having any test annotation here, or you are having test cases in this class, okay, and if you try to extend this base setup class in your login or logout classes, in that case your test case will be executed n number of times. Okay, so please don't put any test case in your setup file. In your setup file you can only keep before suite, after suite, before test, after test, okay, before class, after class, like annotations. Okay, please don't put test annotation in this setup class. Okay, now our project is ready to run. We are having a extend report setup and two test case classes, login and logout. Okay, so let me show you. Let me run these two files. If you want to run multiple files from your TestNG project, you can just select multiple files here and right click here and click on run as TestNG. Click on OK. Yeah, it's launching Chrome browser because we initialized driver also in the background. Yeah, so it's saying total test run 4, pass count is 4 because we are having two test cases in login class and two test cases in logout class. So it's why it's saying total test count is 4 and pass count is 4. Let me show you in detail. So in testscripts.login file we are having two test cases, login underscore test case 1, login underscore test case 2. Both are pass. Okay, and logout test case 1, logout test case 2. Okay, so let me find one report.html file here. Let me refresh the project. We are not getting any report.html file here. So I think we are missing something. It's not generating extend report in our project. Let me check again. Let me open setup file. We are creating extend report. That is okay. Totally correct. We are attaching report. Correctly correct. Okay, and we are attaching report. Correct. This is not required right now. This is the WebDriver thing we can delete for right now. And yeah, we are missing one thing. Once we are done with our extend report execution, in the end we need to flush the extend report. Okay, and that should be done in the after suite because after suite will be executed once your all execution is done. So we need to write extend dot flush. So this part is missing. If we are not using extend.flush, it will not publish the report. Okay, so let me run these files again, login and logout, run as testng test. So it's saying total test run 4, pass count is 4, fail 0, skip 0. Okay, so that means it's got successfully executed. Let me refresh it. So we will found let me refresh it. So guys, have a look. We find the report.html file here. So let me open this. Right click on this file, click on open with, and click on system editor. Okay, it will launch your local browser, default browser. So have a look. It's listing 4 test cases: login test case 1, login test case 2, logout test case 1, logout test case 2. Login test case 1 is passing and is showing logs here. Login test case 2 is failing because we use test.fail explicitly. Similarly for logout and logout, test case 1, test case 2. Test case 1 is passing, test case 2 is failing. Okay, guys, I think this is all about how to use extend repos with the multiple test case files. Okay, so that's all about that question. Let me check the question again. I think this was the question, uh, showing it to do the same with the multiple classes. Okay, so we are using two classes for demo purpose. Now let me show you, if you want to add one more class, you can do that. So let me add new class here, name as home page scenarios. In the home page, we need to again extend base setup, and we will add more test cases here. Void and name as home page test case 1. Again we will use extend test is equal to new extend test. Sorry, we need to use extend. Let me maximize the screen. Extend dot create test. We'll pass the name here. This one, home page test case 1. Okay, we will use test.log or test.info. You can directly write here. Okay, inside method home page test case 1. Now you can use test dot pass. Similarly, we will get one more test case in the same file. We will fail this test case. Home page test case 2 extend test is equal to extend. Again guys, extend belongs to base setup class. Extend is a static member in base setup class. Dot create test, name as home page test case 2 test dot info, inside method home page test case 2, and we'll use test dot fail. Now we are using extender porter in 3 classes. Okay, similarly you can have a number of classes. You need to again extend base setup. Now let me run these 3 files, select 3 files, and right click here and click on run as testng test. So it's saying total test run count is 6 and pass count is 6, fail count is 0, because we are having 3 test case classes and in each class we are having 2 test cases. So total count is 6. Now this report should be updated. Okay, so before that we need to refresh here. Click on right click on this project, click on refresh, or you can press F5. Okay, it will refresh your project. Now again open this report.html file, right click here, click on open with, click on system editor. If you click on this web browser, it will open the browser in your Eclipse. If you click on system editor, it will open on your local machine. Okay, have a look. Is listing 6 test cases, 2 login scenarios, 2 logout scenarios, 2 home page scenarios. Okay, so guys, that's all about that question, how to use extender posts in multiple classes. And if you have any other classes related to extender posts, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to create a video for that, and definitely will try to help you. Okay, thanks for watching, and thanks for asking questions. Take care. Bye bye.